Tip is up. Prentice Hub with the opportunity to run the show for Notre Dame right now. Dre Davis for three. Will be an interesting task for Louisville in this game to be able to see how they approach it without David Johnson, who has started every game this season, but you see a three from Jae'lyn Withers. Juwan Durham with the bucket. Durham has the ability to face up and shoot out to about 17 feet. Another offensive rebound to Samuel Williamson, who's been averaging over 10 rebounds a game. Juwan Durham stretching out the range, unable to finish the three. A defensive breakdown by Notre Dame, leaving Jae'lyn Withers, who has already knocked down one three from the opposite wing. Juwan Durham on the glass once again, coming up with his second offensive rebound. Very aggressive in this game. 2 offensive rebounds for putbacks already for him in the opening 5 minutes of this game. As Carlik Jones touches the paint. And LB is not just the 3 weeks without playing a game. More importantly, it's the lack of practice time. When you don't have that practice time and being able to go at it and continue to maintain that competitive balance.
So the Cardinals have to consider that an excellent defensive stop. Notre Dame is 0 for 5 from three-point land.
And this is a team that needs the 3 to be successful. Interesting no call on that possession right there. Normally, if you find anything close to the restricted area where there's contact, it's going to be a call one way or the other.
So they're looking more like the team that let it get away at Syracuse the other day here in the first half against the Cardinals tonight. From way downtown, that one's going to rattle home.
One thing Mike Gray talked to us earlier about was the fact that they have never been able to get 4 of the 4 guards going.
Really strong defender. He really gives this team some much-needed leadership now that he's returned, doesn't he?
He does. His voice and from the back. And when you understand the fact that he's a guy that's always
trying to add to that, jumping inside the lane, trying to get it off that window trainer, but it won't fall for him. And way downtown, a nice answer there by Trey Wirtz. Cormac Ryan with it here. Yeah, he had a 28-point game against the Duke Blue Devils, and now all of a sudden they're going down as Hub nails one from the corner.
Saw significant scoring early from both teams in this game. It slowed down quite a bit. Louisville's helped itself with 9 offensive rebounds thus far in this one as Malik Williams goes to the jump hook. Notre Dame is now in a over 4-minute scoring drought after they were able to knock down a couple of threes after missing their first 6, and you see Notre Dame going to the zone. Samuel Williamson stepping right into the center of that, unable to knock down the 3 from the corner. As Cormac Ryan finds Juwan Durham, a nice find. Scoreless thus far in this game, and even though I asked myself the same question, I won't answer it because that would just be wrong. Cormac Ryan with a nice move at the top of the key.
And he did walk off under his own power. Davis will try the first shot. He'll nail that, a 3-pointer to get the Cardinals going in the second half.
Trey Davis, who knocked down the first 3 in the first half for the Cards to get them on the board. So starts the second the same way he started the game. An encouraging sign for a team that struggled shooting the basketball in the first half of this one.
You see Withers skying in there to grab that rebound. Great second effort there. And a pull-up pop will be in for Williamson. I think the officials are fortunate the place isn't packed, knowing how loud it can get at the KFC Yum Center, and sticking that one on the opposite end of the court.
Yeah, Prentice Hub, just like that, becomes the leading scorer for Notre Dame. He's knocked down 3 threes in this game, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. But that has been all of his attempts.
I'm thinking about getting off a long one, and sticks it. Boy, that was a confident-looking shot.
Prentice Hub finds.
Yeah, he has 12 points. So keeping Notre Dame right there, 41-34. Sweet shot by Dre Davis.
Yeah, rarely their offense, and one of the things that Coach Bray's told us, Obi, is the fact that they'll get the original stop. You know, against the zone, Chris Mack runs great action.
at Syracuse on Saturday. Resounding win for the Orange. And then they went to Duke in the very next game and took a loss there and flipped up and in. Nicely done by Dre Davis.
Davis going to the post and taking advantage of his size over Cormac Ryan, but a defensive breakdown for Louisville.
Davis off the back of the iron. Hub on a run out. Wants to take it himself. Trying to go in strong off the window and a pretty bucket. More than Leshevsky, who's really having a hard time.
And Notre Dame switching defenses back into the zone, but not enough pressure on Carlik Jones.
As Corey mentioned, under 10 minutes to go. On the baseline, Slazinski will knock that one down.
Is playing man or playing zone. They've been switching their defenses, oftentimes based upon whether they make or miss a shot on one end of the floor.
Hub will back it away now for Notre Dame.
And recognizing the mismatch, Juwan Durham with Carlik Jones on his back is able to go finish and give Prentice Hub a tremendous amount of credit, or at least contested at the rim, possibly getting a foul, putting him back at the free throw line. And it ends up being a 4-point swing. You don't get two on one end for Notre Dame.
Wow, the Cardinals were in a pretty serious drought, and they could not do much. Ryan sinks it from three-point land and a timeout. Jones kicks it back out. Davis a good look. Around it out. Good second effort again.
Yeah, another opportunity, offensive rebound that turns into 3 second chance points. And Quinn Slazinski stepping back into the starting lineup with him as well. So both those guys being productive. And Slazinski gets a second chance opportunity.
Jones going one-on-one with Hub. Simpson again. Yes! Well, another big play for him. Over the top, and yes, it's Durham again. They love that play. The Ville, opportunity to pick up a much-needed win and go to 12-5. Rebound comes back to you-know-who, and Williamson is Johnny on the spot again. And went down very, very hard at the end of the first half, Corey, and in the final seconds as Durham works hard inside to drop in two more.
We're on our way back, Obi. I'm taking your word for it.
Yes, please do. Jones on the drive from 17, and he got it to go in front of the horn.
That's the one thing that, of course, when games like this, when you're down, you've got to be able to find ways to get the other team to make mistakes against the pressure.
And a quick strike on the other end.
15 points missing from your lineup, that's difficult to win with for the Fighting Irish.
So the 3,000 on hand at the KFC Yum Center in full throat, 69-57. Louisville wins this one.